A long time ago, in the land of China, there was a kid named Ping who was absolutely obsessed with flowers and plants. Anything he planted, boom, it'd sprout, bloom, and grow like something out of a fairy tale. Now, in that land, everyone was crazy about flowers. Gardens were everywhere, and the air was always filled with their sweet scent. The emperor? Total flower nerd. He also loved birds, but flowers were his thing. Every day, he'd be out in his palace garden, tending to his plants. Problem was, the emperor was getting old, really old, and he needed to pick someone to take his place. He thought long and hard about how to do it. Since he was such a flower fanatic, he decided to use that to find his successor. So, he sent out a big announcement across the land. Every young person was to come to the palace, where he'd give them special seeds. They had 1 year to grow the best flowers they could, and whoever brought back the most beautiful one would become the next emperor. The news spread like wildfire, and let me tell you, people were pumped. Young folks from every corner of the land rushed to the palace to grab their seeds. Parents were dreaming of their kid becoming the next big shot, and the young ones were all hyped up, hoping to snag the throne. Ping was one of them. He got his seeds from the emperor and was practically bouncing with excitement. He knew he could grow the most amazing flower. The guy was a plant whisperer, after all. He filled a pot with the best soil, planted the seeds super carefully, and set it in a sunny spot. Every day, he watered it, checked on it, and waited for those little sprouts to pop up. Days turned into weeks, and nothing, not a single sprout. Ping started to freak out. He switched to a bigger pot, changed the soil, did everything he could think of. Months went by, still nada. Spring rolled around, and it was time for everyone to bring their flowers to the palace. All the other young people showed up in their fanciest clothes, carrying pots bursting with colorful, gorgeous blooms. Ping, though? He was staring at his empty pot, feeling like a total failure. He was sure everyone would laugh at him for being the only one who couldn't grow a single flower. One of his buddies, whose pot was overflowing with vibrant flowers, spotted Ping outside his house and smirked. "Check out my flowers, man. No way you're gonna be emperor with that sad empty pot." Ping sighed, frustrated. "I took better care of my pot than you did, but I don't know why my seeds didn't grow." His dad overheard and called out from the yard, "Son, you did your best. Just take that empty pot to the palace anyway." So, with his head hanging low, Ping carried his empty pot to the palace. The place was packed, young people everywhere, showing off their dazzling flowers, all hoping to be the chosen one. The emperor was strolling around, checking out each pot with a serious look. The palace courtyard was like a rainbow exploded, full of bright colors and sweet smells, but the emperor, he wasn't smiling. Not one bit. Finally, it was Ping's turn. He stood there, embarrassed, staring at the ground, waiting for the emperor to chew him out for his empty pot. The emperor looked at him and asked, "Why'd you show up with an empty pot?" Ping's eyes got all teary as he explained, "I planted the seeds you gave me, watered them every day, and took care of them. They didn't sprout. I tried moving them to a bigger pot with better soil, but still nothing. I looked after them for a whole year, but nothing grew. So, here I am with my empty pot." The emperor broke into a big smile, put a hand on Ping's shoulder, and turned to the crowd, raising his voice. "I've chosen my successor. I don't know where you all got the seeds for these flowers, because the ones I gave you were cooked, they couldn't possibly grow. Ping, I admire your honesty and courage. For that, you're the one who'll take my place as emperor of this land." If you're interested in short and inspiring stories, please subscribe to our channel GodX Stories using the button on the bottom right and support our video with a like. We'd also love to hear your thoughts about the story you just heard, or any suggestions for future videos and topics you're interested in. Thanks for your attention.